you're not going to go into the historical target of your colonizing ancestors to try to recolonize in a modern time, but dress it up as democracy. Why aren't you accepting the same sex? And they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? They're looking at you like, are you sick? You do know your grandparents did that already. They came and forced homosexuality on us. They came and forced us to accept Jesus Christ when the J didn't even exist until the 1600s in the language, but another topic. You forced all that on us. You doing it again? Do you not read history? Not only is it disrespectful, but you don't realize you're trying to get them to accept an ideology that ends with no procreation.
Welcome to Wake Up Blaq. Educate and enlighten.
Fast forward on this point, the ultimate agenda that we are looking at, that this enemy is pushing, is depopulation. We have to get this through our mind. That way we can remove the emotion from it. Take the emotion out of it, look at it for what the purpose is. Just be logical about this. What type of government would encourage men being with men, women being with women, and remove the ability to procreate? What kind of government would inspire such a thought? Now, before anyone says, well, people who are same sex can still procreate. No, you can't. I'm talking about you cannot have sex and have a child. Right. Knock it off. I'm not talking about artificial insemination. I'm not talking about any of that. No. I'm talking about literally a woman cannot get another woman pregnant. A man cannot get a man pregnant. A man does not have a womb. Let's knock it off. Let's be serious about this. True. What kind of government would encourage such a thing? A government that wants to get rid of you, but wants to get rid of you in a way where you will accept it and where you will volunteer to do it yourself. They don't want these people on the planet no more. These people, I'm talking about 3 to 4 billion human beings on the planet, they don't want. According to the National Security Study Memorandum 200 under Dr. Henry Kissinger, the 32nd Secretary of State under President Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, he stated, quote, depopulation should be the highest priority of U.S. foreign policy towards the third world, end quote. But they had 13 foreign countries that they listed and said, these are the countries that we're going to push for our same-sex policy adoption, same-sex ideology, same-sex everything. And they pushed it on all of those countries, and then they started pushing it here domestically as well. They want to get rid of over 3 to 4 billion human beings on the planet. Y'all gotta, that's really what the foundation of this thing is. But too many people are caught up in the emotion of it. Well, I want to do this.
Overpopulation? Because from when I hear about stuff like that, a lot of people say like the world's population can fit in Texas alone. Like,
that
you know what
is
I mean?
a fact.
So how is there overpopulation in that sense?
It's a lie. It's a lie. Well, then they'll say resources, right? Because you have roughly 29 million useful square miles on the planet, right? 29 million square miles of useful land. Okay. If the majority of people can fit in Texas, the majority of people on the planet, literally, we're talking about the roughly 8 billion human beings in Texas. And if you ever driven through Texas, you know that's not too crazy to believe, all right? Because you've been through this, a bunch of open land, right? Then the question becomes, wait a minute, so are we really overpopulated? Because Hillary Clinton was saying overpopulation. Henry Kissinger, overpopulation. President Jimmy Carter with Global 2000, overpopulation. It was a lie. A damn lie. And they knew it was a lie, but they wanted to push that and then get the people to be programmed to believing it so that the people can push it on each other, attack each other. Same thing they did with shots, boom, boom, boom. They start going in on each other. Oh, bro. And then that's when you get everything from abortion to vasectomies to like everything to prevent you from procreating. You sound crazy. You don't want your existence to live on? And you think that's a benefit to that? Who put that thought in your head and why? They want to get rid of the majority of people. Why at this point? Because the majority of people are no longer being controlled. This social media platform was a gift and a curse for both the people and the government. The government created it and established it so that they could spy on the people for the vast majority. You're talking about way back before MySpace with something called 6 Degrees. You're talking about way back then where they were using social media, you know, to let you get around people and start to find who was who and all that, and photo bucket. So we had to put our photos on and upload MySpace. See, Tom ain't never did this to us.
Right.
I remember Tom. Okay, all right, so MySpace. But again, depopulation is the goal. That's what we have to look at. We got to go back to the enemy. Because if you get caught up looking at the people, then you're going to be too busy arguing and fighting the people. And rightfully so to a degree. Like some people, you got to be like, Pops, sit down. All right, what you doing? Chill out. You can't be around my baby. Nope, not my child. Go over there.
Right.
Okay, so like some people have to get that hard love, boom. But the enemy is always the one puppeteering and controlling it. Satan is doing his job.
Right.
So if we don't have the smoke for the system, I never thought I would see the day where the White House would have the LGBT flag hanging with the trans flag and all the other stuff, the child predator flag, all that from the actual Capitol, right there in front of the White House. It's just 2-3 weeks ago. I mean, like,
yeah, I didn't know that either.
What? Oh, man, y'all make sure you put that up on the screen, brother. I'm telling you now, when that happened, do you know the world is watching us? Do y'all know? You know the world is watching America, right?
Yeah.
They talking shit too.
Oh man, they looking because America has been the bully of the world for years. Been the bully, using her military might to oppress and suppress. You're talking about over 700 military bases that are currently occupying different nations all over the world. And they're looking like, yo, men, you're men or women, huh? I'm telling you, hey, look, I'm telling you right now, y'all got to look at it from a military type of perspective. You're looking at these foreign nations who've been waiting for some get back. You invaded my nation. You killed my women, my children. You bombed us for no reason. Literally, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So all your men now, they women, huh? No, just right. Okay, all right. So they women. Okay. Oh, so you're pushing not to make your men stronger, but to now say, hey, you can be a woman if you want. Boom, boom. Okay, so we're pushing the gay stuff. Oh, okay. The number one priority is LGBT rights. Okay, cool. Like I'm telling you, they looking and they are fortifying. They exercising. They're working out hard. They're training because they're waiting for that point where they are able to then become the big dog themselves. You're talking about China. Do you know about BRICS?
Yeah.
Please, okay, they're not, these nations are not playing.
Yeah.
They're not playing. And they said, oh, wow, America, your priority is to have men chop off their penises and testicles. Wow. Good. Keep going.
Right.
Keep going. Right? I'm so serious. I'm looking like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm cool with my masculinity. I'm gonna keep working out and exercising because now it's a war type of environment and atmosphere that's brewing. So while everybody's pushing, sex this and trans this and blah, 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 emotion, I feel like this and all that insanity, other nations is looking like y'all crazy. So we about to go ahead and get ready, right? To be the big dog now. And I know, again, we went around a lot in this topic, but there is a lot in it. Uganda passed a law where they said if you identify as LGBTQ and all that, you going to jail.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of folks, that I've spoken to, a part of that community was like, man, Rizza, that's wrong. See what I'm saying? It's like, that's Africa.
Right. And then Kamala tried to come over there and try to regulate and try to
Oh my God. Embarrassment.
Yeah.
She went over there with her Timberland boots on. Embarrassment.
Yeah.
You are... Okay, anyway, Kamala's a whole other... Her name was on the paperwork when I went to jail.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, please.
I mean...
Anyway, but that's not why I'm saying that. But you're not going to go into the historical target of your colonizing ancestors to try to recolonize in a modern time, but dress it up as democracy. Why aren't you accepting the same sex? And they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? They're looking at you like, are you sick? You do know your grandparents did that already. They came and forced homosexuality on us. They came and forced us to accept Jesus Christ when the J didn't even exist until the 1600s in the language, but another topic. You forced all that on us. You doing it again? Do you not read history? Like they pissed. They're like, who? I mean, not only is it disrespectful, but you don't realize you're trying to get them to accept an ideology that ends with no procreation. So you want me to kill myself. This is what they're saying. You want me to kill myself, but you call it love? No, love is a procreative idea. Love doesn't mean life stops. That's not love. That's hate. So you want me to endorse hatred. Now, again, a lot of people in LGBT, we love y'all, so don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
We love y'all, y'all family. I got family who was a part of that, but they agree. They like, we ain't with all that. That's how you need to separate the difference. Is it the LGBT pushing it, or is the government pushing it through the LGBT? Right. And that's where people have to look at this whole situation. Because the majority of people in LGBT ain't with none of this stuff. for the vast majority. All these pride parades was a bunch of naked, old, nasty white men.